So, as we have discussed about the supervised learning, so now as we have discussed that in supervised learning there are two types inside it, that is classification and regression. So, in supervised learning, we have came to know that in that we need the previous data for the training the machine with respect to supervised learning. The past data is required and it should be labeled data. So, after knowing that much, we are moving forward with its further classification. Okay, so in the supervised learning itself, the first type is classification and the second type is regression. Now let's consider the two of the above example. Like suppose we had considered the first example as predicting the price domains of the real estate, and whether the in the previous video I have told that in order to find out the tumor is malignant or benign, also we need supervised prediction learning, right? And the price of the domains like real estate, stocks, etc. are also predicted by supervised learning. Classifying text, such as classifying a set of emails एज स्पैम और नॉन स्पैम, अगर कोई ईमेल है अब हम उसको किस तरह से क्लासीफाई करते हैं, लाइक वो स्पैम मेल है या वो स्पैम मेल नहीं है. ठीक है, तो ये क्लासीफाई करने वाली जो एग्जांपल्स है ना, इसको अगर हम कंसिडर करते हैं और हम लोग प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं कि ट्यूमर मैलिग्नेंट है या बिनाइन है, या फिर डोमेन्स का प्राइस को हम प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं रियल स्टेट का, उसको रियल स्टेट के थ्रू प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं, तो क्या ये दोनों प्रॉब्लम एक जैसे हैं? आर दीज टू प्रॉब्लम सेम इन द नेचर? ऑफ कोर्स इट्स नो, राइट? बिकॉज इन वन इज रिलेटेड टू हेल्थ, tumor is related to health, and it is definitely a more serious thing, a more serious concern to be concerned about, right? And whereas life factor is involved into it, but whereas if we compare the second one, that is price domains, then it is just the matter of, it's not the matter of life and death, right? So the answer is no, they both are not same in nature, though both of them are prediction problems only, right? दोनों में हम प्रिडिक्ट ही कर रहे हैं. एक में प्रिडिक्ट कर रहे हैं कि ट्यूमर का कितना ज़्यादा लाइक वो रेट है, इट इज़ मैलिग्नेंट और बिनाइन, लाइक वो किस लेवल पे है, वो बिगिनर्स लेवल पे या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा it's very much affected, it's a serious stage. Though both of them are prediction problems, and the second one also, we are classifying a set of emails, also spam or non-spam, even this we can consider. This is also, here we are predicting the price of domains, real estate also we are predicting. Okay, so we have to say that these are both our prediction problem, but still they are not in the same nature, they are not having the same nature. ठीक है, so in one case we are trying to predict which category or class an unknown data belongs to, whereas in the other case we are trying to predict an absolute value and not a class. Okay, when we are trying to predict a categorical or nominal variable, the problem is known as classification. Okay, जब हम लोग कोई भी कैटेगरिकल वैल्यू को प्रिडिक्ट कर रहे हैं या कोई नॉमिनल वेरिएबल को प्रिडिक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो वो एक क्लासिफिकेशन प्रॉब्लम होता है. whereas when we are trying to predict a real valued variable, then that problem falls under the regression. Okay, this is the difference, main difference. सुपरवाइज्ड मशीन लर्निंग जो है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है डेटा को ट्रेन करने के लिए. ठीक है, वो मतलब कि इज़ एज़ गुड, मतलब जितना अच्छा हमारा डेटा होगा उतना ही अच्छा उसको हम ट्रेन कर सकते हैं सुपरवाइज्ड मशीन लर्निंग को. ठीक है, इट इज़ एज़ गुड एज़ द डेटा यूज टू ट्रेन इट. जितना अच्छा हमारा डेटा होगा उतना ही अच्छा सुपरवाइज्ड मशीन लर्निंग का मॉडल काम करेगा. इफ़ द ट्रेनिंग डेटा इज़ ऑफ पुअर क्वालिटी, अब अगर मेरा ट्रेनिंग डेटा पुअर क्वालिटी का है, प्रिडिक्शन भी पुअर ही होगा एंड वो प्रिसाइज नहीं हो पाएगा, जाहिर सी बात है. ओके, सो वी कैन मेक अ नोट दैट सुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग इज टोटली डिपेंडेंट अपॉन इट्स टाइप ऑफ data quality. If it is good quality, then definitely our prediction will also be precise. If not, then our prediction will be hampered and our prediction will not be that much precise quality. Let's try to understand these two areas of supervised learning, that is classification and regression, in more detail. So we are now knowing that there are two types inside the supervised learning. First one is classification, another one is regression. Classification is more like where we classify things like okay, मतलब कि कैटेगरी में बांट देते हैं या फिर कोई नॉमिनल वेरिएबल है, ठीक है, जिसको हम लोग डायरेक्टली क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं, उसको क्लासिफिकेशन प्रॉब्लम बोलते हैं. जबकि जहाँ हम लोग ट्राई करते हैं प्रिडिक्ट करने के लिए रियल वैल्यूड वेरिएबल को, द प्रॉब्लम फॉर मतलब कि कोई भी रियल वैल्यूड मतलब कोई वेरिएबल से रिलेटेड, लाइक हम लोग प्रिडिक्ट कर रहे हैं ना कि प्राइस कितना बढ़ेगा कोई शेयर मार्केट का, तो उसमें वैल्यू है, राइट, रियल स्टेट में वैल्यूज़ है, तो वो आ जाता है रिग्रेशन के अंदर. ठीक है, अब हम लोग जाएंगे थोड़ा डिटेल में. लेट्स डिस्कस टू सेग्रीगेट द इमेज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट्स. लाइक वी वर talking about the segregation of the images of the object in the previous video, right, in where we were labeling the data, so based on the shape only. Even here we are considering the same example in order to understand the classification. You know why? Because even in classification we are categorizing and then we are segregating, that's why. So if the image is of the round object, अगर image round object है, it is put under one category. उसको एक category के मतलब उसको एक ही group में हम डाल सकते हैं. While if the image is of triangular object, अगर image triangular object का तो उसको another category में डालेंगे. ठीक है, तो अब ये clear हो गया कि if it is of one type then it will be put under one category, also called as test data. Okay, in which category the machine should put an image of unknown category. Okay, like हम लोग को कैटेगराइज करना होगा कि मशीन को कौन सा डेटा किस 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 इमेज को कौन से कैटेगरी में डालना है, तो वो एक टेस्ट डेटा हम लोग लेंगे. ठीक है, इन मशीन लर्निंग parlance depends on the information it gets from the past data, which we have called as training data. So about this we have already discussed that the training data will be there, machine will be trained with the past data, and with that only the test data will be handled. Since the training data has a label or category defined for each and every image. Okay, so as it is supervised learning, so definitely training data has to be labeled and it has to be categorized or defined in each and every image. The machine has to map a new image or test data to set of images to which it is similar to and assign the same label or category to the test data. Okay, so that we got to understand is that जब भी कोई ट्रेनिंग डेटा को लेबल किया जाता है या फिर कैटेगराइज किया जाता है या फिर डिफाइन किया जाता है हर एक इमेज के लिए, या तो मशीन को क्या है कि वो मैप करेगा एक नए इमेज के साथ या फिर टेस्ट डेटा को सेट ऑफ इमेजेस के साथ, तब वो फिर मैप करके वो फिर सिमिलर जो भी उससे टू विच इट इज़ सिमिलर, जिससे भी वो बहुत ज़्यादा सिमिलर है उसको फिर वो असाइन करेगा सेम लेबल. ठीक है, या फिर कैटेगराइज करेगा टेस्ट डेटा पे. ठीक है, so we observe that the whole problem revolves around assigning the label or category or class to the test data based on the label or category or classification information that is imparted by the training data. तो अब ये क्या कहना चाह रहा है कि हम ये ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं कि जितना भी प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है, वो सारा प्रॉब्लम किसके इर्द गिर्द घूम रहा है, वो घूम रहा है असाइनिंग अ लेबल. मतलब कि इन शॉर्ट अगर हम कहना चाहें तो सुपरवाइज लर्निंग में जो लेबल असाइन करते हैं या फिर कैटेगरी या फिर क्लास को असाइन करते हैं हम टेस्ट डेटा को, मतलब हमारे पास जो टेस्ट डेटा है एक मेरे पास टेस्ट डेटा हमको मिला है कोई भी, ठीक है, एनी टेस्ट डेटा, दैट टेस्ट डेटा वी आर कैटेगराइजिंग, लेबलिंग, हम लोग उसको कैटेगराइज कर रहे हैं, वी आर कैटेगराइजिंग इट दैट in which category does it fall, what kind of label we can assign it to, or which kind of class we can assign it to, so that we can categorize or and make it distinct, right? So based on the label or category or class information उसको उस बेसिस पे हम इम्पार्ट करते हैं ट्रेनिंग डेटा को क्लासिफाई करते हैं या फिर लेबल या फिर क्लास की इंफॉर्मेशन के बेसिस पे कैटेगराइज करते हैं। तो जैसा कि टारगेट ऑब्जेक्टिव को हम लोग असाइन करते हैं क्लास लेबल, ये टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम जो है उसको हम लोग क्लासिफिकेशन प्रॉब्लम बोलते हैं। अब आइए फिगर के थ्रू समझते हैं। Figure 1.5 depicts the typical process of classification. You can see this figure, right? The label training data, as I said, it is a supervised learning. That's why here we are seeing the label training data is taken. Now, name, aptitude, communication, class. These are some of the label training data set, okay, which is labeled. This column is of name, this is of aptitude, this is of communication, this is of class. So, classifier, as it is a classification model in supervised learning, that's why we are using classifier, as it is a classification, okay. And as classification model is used, that's why it falls under the supervised learning only. That should be crystal clear, because classification falls under the supervised machine learning type only. And here you can see that label training data. Upon label training data, we are applying the classifier. Now the model which is there, classification model is there, we are just categorizing it, and then it is undergoing through classification model. Now this model will, based on the classification, it will classify it, and it will produce the, it will work on the test data. Now it can find out like the name column, aptitude column, communication column, all these are labeled data. This if it is character, that means it will come under the column name, okay, it will be classified under name. And this is the thing which is classified integer type, classified under the aptitude. Now the next data which is there, that will be classified under the communication. Now in class what it is, which type of category it falls under, that we need to find out. So yeah, it is falling under the intel. So that's how it is, the categorization of the data is taking place. So basically we are just categorizing the data, okay. So moving further, we'll be talking about the another type of supervised learning. But before that, let's understand more about this classification only, like how and what and all we can further learn under this classification. So there are number of popular machine learning algorithms, okay, which will help in solving classification problem. We have understood, okay, data will be categorized, data will be labeled, data will be, classified, and based on the class information हम लोग उसको एक जगह पे एकत्रित करके फिर उसको मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल यानी कि क्लासिफिकेशन मॉडल के थ्रू पास करा के डेटा को क्लासिफाई करा के फिर उसको सेग्रीगेट कर रहे हैं। लेबल्ड डेटा सेट है ऑफ कोर्स, क्योंकि ये सुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग है। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि अब क्लासिफिकेशन कैसे होता है वो तो समझ में आ गया, बट मशीन लर्निंग में क्लासिफिकेशन एल्गोरिथम्स क्या क्या है वो समझेंगे। तो उसमें से कुछ कुछ है, जैसे कि Navy Base, decision tree, k nearest neighbor algorithms are adopted by many machine learning practitioners. So this is a thing. If you are asked, like in class, if you are asked that how will you apply classify, okay, I got to know that it is used for categorizing the data. डेटा को कैटेगराइज करने के लिए यूज़ होता है। एंड फिर लेबल्ड डेटा सेट पे ही काम होता है एंड क्लास इन्फॉर्मेशन की ज़रूरत होती है. बट हाउ विल यू यूटिलाइज इट इन द मशीन लर्निंग, हाउ which algorithms will be used. So the number of popular machine learning algorithm with the help which help in solving the classification problem is there. So of course solution will be there, and the solution to it in machine learning is under the classification itself, that is navy based and naive Bayes and the decision tree and k nearest neighbor algorithms. So these are the few algorithms just to name, okay, which are under the classification problem. So using the k nearest neighbor algorithm also we can categorize the data. Okay, the critical classification problem in context of banking domain is identifying. So here we are finding out what is the critical classification problem with respect to the banking domain. It is identifying potential fraudulent transactions. So here basically the potential and fraud transactions are being identified by the critical classification problem. Okay, since there are millions of transactions which has to be scrutinized and assured whether it might be a transaction, it is not possible for any human being to carry out this task. So of course that's true, no, that there are so many of the fraudulent, it might be a suspect. No human being can't keep an eye on so many millions and millions of accounts, right? It is not so easy. So that's why machine learning is really effective and it's leveraged to do this task, and this is a classic case of classification based on the past transaction data. So as we already know that past data is used in supervised learning, so supervised learning will be used, classification data will be used in order to gather all the past data with respect to the past data itself. Machine learning will be trained such that if and only if some or the other kind of fraudulent action is visible, it is like difference, a huge amount of difference, even a minimal amount of difference will be notified with the help of machine learning. That is not so easy to be kept an eye by a human. So that's the difference. Here is what that domains it is identifying. So in banking we are using this critical classification problem. Here is the banking domain is identifying the potential fraudulent transaction. So what are the mainly fraudulent transaction there, especially the ones labeled as fraudulent? All new incoming transactions are marked or labeled as normal or suspicious. So okay, in banking we know that every second some or the other people, हम लोग सब कोई ना कोई transaction करते रहते हैं. हर एक second, within a second, everybody around the globe is doing the transaction in some or the other way to fulfill their needs, daily needs, right? Online banking as well. So if some incoming transactions are being marked and labeled, okay, सो कोई भी इनकमिंग ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है उसको हम लेबल करते हैं कि वो नॉर्मल है या सस्पिशियस है. अगर सस्पिशियस है तो उसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना होगा कि क्यों, मतलब अगर वो थोड़ा सा सस्पिशियस है, नॉर्मल है तो देन एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, ऑल इज वेल. बट इफ इट इज सस्पिशियस मीन्स समथिंग इज रॉन्ग, ओके, समथिंग इज नॉट normal. So, okay, so the suspicious transactions are subsequently segregated for a closer review. Now the normal transfers is okay, we don't need to keep an eye on it. That's why what will machine do is it will be trained such that if it is finding a labeled transaction labeled as normal data, it will not segregate it because it is a normal data, there is no risk in that. Now it will be specially trained to in order to segregate the data which is not so normal, which is suspicious, so that it can take a closer review into those group of data which are suspicious, found to be suspicious. In summary, classification is a type of supervised learning where a target feature which is of type categorical is predicted for test data based on the information imparted by training data. The target categorical feature is known as class. तो अगर हम इसको समराइज करें तो क्लासिफिकेशन एक टाइप ऑफ सुपरवाइज लर्निंग है, ठीक है. क्लासिफिकेशन एक तरह का सुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग है जहाँ पे हम लोग टारगेट फीचर को, वेयर अ टारगेट फीचर विच इज़ ऑफ टाइप कैटेगरिकल, मतलब जो भी मेरा टारगेट फीचर है, जो भी हमको निकालना है, जो भी हमको फाइनल रिजल्ट चाहिए, वो जो टारगेट फीचर, जो मेरा टारगेट प्रॉपर्टी है, वो किस टाइप का है, विच इज़ ऑफ टाइप, वो एक कैटेगरिकल टाइप का है, ठीक है। उसको हमको प्रिडिक्ट करना है टेस्ट डेटा के ऊपर, किस बेसिस पे, तो इन्फॉर्मेशन जो भी हमको ट्रेनिंग डेटा से मिल रहा है उस बेसिस पे। और जो टारगेट कैटेगरिकल फीचर जो है उसको हम लोग क्लास बोलते हैं। यही जो टारगेट कैटेगरिकल फीचर है उसी को क्लास बोलते हैं। कुछ टिपिकल क्लासिफिकेशन प्रॉब्लम्स इंक्लूड करते हैं जैसे कि इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन, प्रिडिक्शन ऑफ डिजीज, विन लॉस प्रिडिक्शन ऑफ गेम्स, प्रिडिक्शन ऑफ नेचुरल कैलामिटी लाइक earthquake, flood, etc., recognition of handwriting. So these are some of the examples of the classification problems. Okay, because we can, in all these cases we can categorize it, and then we can label the data, and then we can move forward with the problem and find out the solution based onto it. Okay, for today this much is sufficient. I hope you are getting. If any doubt is there, I will try my best to solve. If you like the video, then please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.